the celebrity haircut I regretted after 60, and what finally flattered my face. You know those moments when you copy a celebrity haircut, thinking, yes, this is the one, and then catch your reflection like, why do I look wider? Been there. A few years back, I marched into the salon with a photo of a certain actress. Big movie star, big cheekbones, big personality. She looked stunning. I looked squared off. From the front, from the side, in photos, in shadows. Even my cat gave me side eye. Welcome back to Glow After 60, where we trade guilt for giggles and a few haircut regrets for smarter, softer choices. Today, we're walking through the cut that fooled me, why it didn't translate off the red carpet, and the subtle switch that actually brought my jawline back from hiding. No full chop, no drastic makeover, just a smarter shape in the right place. We'll talk face width, line angles, and yes, why what flatters a 30-something with a glam squad might not serve you when your cheekbones are now a shared memory with gravity. Plus, I'll share the one trick I wish someone had told me before I committed to that boxy bob. So pull up a mirror and maybe a cup of tea. Let's start with the real reason that sleek, heavy-end celebrity cut made me look, well, more linebacker than leading lady. Part 1. Why that celebrity cut looked great on her, but not on me. So here's how it started. I brought in a glossy magazine tear-out. Yes, an actual paper one, I'm that vintage, of a certain Oscar-winning brunette with a jaw-length bob so sleek it could slice butter. Her hair was shiny, strong, structured, and it hugged her jaw like a custom frame. I thought, perfect, clean lines, grown up, no fuss. Let's do it. What I forgot was this. That bob was working overtime because she had a sharp jaw, high cheekbones, and let's be honest, a team of stylists holding a flat iron and a ring light at all times. Me? I walked out of the salon and went straight into a lighting situation called real life. Fluorescence at the pharmacy. Side sun through the car window. Zoom calls from below the chin. And here's the twist. Instead of looking sculpted, I looked heavier. The blunt cut landed right at my widest point. No movement, no softness. Just a hard line that said, look here, right at the jaw. Not flattering, not forgiving. Which brings me to the real kicker. Our faces change. After 60, things shift. Volume goes where it wants. Skin gets a little gentler, and sharp edges don't soften, they shout. That's not even the worst part. I kept blaming everything else. Maybe it was the lighting, my neckline, the angle of my glasses. Spoiler, it was the haircut. If you've done this too, you're in good company. So here's what I tried instead. I asked for soft layers that start at the cheekbone and taper past the jaw. Not short, not choppy, just enough to break up that hard edge and give the face a little lift without looking styled. It's not about copying the cut. It's about copying the effect. You want movement where your face needs lightness and softness where gravity's starting to win. Next up, the long layering trick that reshaped my whole silhouette without losing an inch of length. Part 2, the long layered angle that slimmed my whole silhouette. Let's just say this. I didn't want to go short. I just wanted to stop looking boxy. You know that feeling when your hair has length but no shape? It hangs, it hovers, and instead of softening your face, it sort of mirrors it, like a frame that accidentally matches the picture too well. So I told my stylist, very dramatically, over the cape, I need angles, but I don't want to lose length. Which, by the way, is the over 60 version of asking for a unicorn. But she nodded, bless her, and said, let's try a long layer starting just below your cheekbone. That way, we guide the eye downward, not outward. And friends, I was skeptical. I've had layers before. Some of them made me look like a Christmas tree. Others just disappeared after the first wash. But this time, she cut the angle, not just the length. Instead of chopping into the hair, she followed the natural curve of my face, starting high, floating past the jawline, and ending just around the collarbone. It was subtle, soft, almost invisible, until I looked in the mirror. Suddenly, my jaw looked less heavy, my neck looked longer, even my shoulders felt lighter. Maybe that was just psychological. But listen, I'll take it. The magic was in that one diagonal line. It drew the eyes down and away, not across, which apparently is all my silhouette needed. And get this, I didn't even have to style it every day. The shape just held. Even when I air dried it, the curve stayed soft, natural, a little bit forgiving. If you've been clinging to length equals youth, I hear you. But it turns out shape equals lift. And lift feels better than length when you're staring down a jawline that's softening by the season. Next up, the battle between soft shaping and sharp edges, and what really defines your face after 60. You might be surprised. Part 3. Soft shaping versus sharp edges, what really defines the face after 60. Now let's talk edges. Because for years, I was convinced that a clean, sharp haircut made me look put together, like I had my life and my hair under control. Turns out, those razor-straight lines, they weren't giving structure. They were giving square. Especially after 60, when the lower face softens, sharp edges don't contour, they compete. It's like setting a hard border right where your face is trying to soften. Not helpful, not kind. I remember staring into my compact mirror one morning, tiny, cracked hinge and all, wondering why my face looked tired even after a decent night's sleep. My blush was fine, my brows were filled, but those hair ends, they were sitting like little bookends around my cheeks, framing the width, emphasizing it, saying, she tried, but not quite winning. And here's the twist. Softness defines more than sharpness ever did. Not limp, shapeless softness, but intentional shaping. Rounded layers, feathered sides, a bit of curve near the temples. It moves with your face instead of boxing it in. I used to think soft meant sloppy. Now I know it means forgiving. The goal isn't to erase time. It's to work with it. Let the eye glide. Let the hair echo your expressions, not fight them. So if you've been holding on to precision cuts like they're proof of discipline, hear this. You don't owe your hair military-grade alignment. Instead, try asking your stylist for texture around the face. Even a few barely there snits can take the edge off, in the best way. Coming up next, how I went from puff to float, and why volume isn't always the answer it's cracked up to be. Part 4. From puff to float, the fix that made my hair look lighter, not bigger. Here's a confession. I used to think volume was the holy grail. The higher the crown, the slimmer the face, right? So I puffed. I teased. I blow-dried upside down like it was an Olympic event. I even owned a root-lifting mousse that promised sky-high lift and delivered something closer to helmet hair. Ask me how I know. Now here's what no one tells you after 60. Volume can help, but only when it floats, not when it sits on your head like a frosted cupcake. See, all that puff at the crown or behind the ears, it adds bulk, and bulk doesn't lift, it widens. Especially when your hair is already thick around the jaw or shoulders. Instead of framing your face, it starts to compete with it. One day I caught a glimpse of myself in a department store mirror. You know, the brutal lighting kind. And I actually startled myself. Not because of wrinkles, not even the eye bags. It was the hair. It looked loud, like it entered the room before I did. So I backed off the mousse, swapped the round brush for a paddle, and told my stylist, I want movement, not mileage. That's when she suggested a technique called internal layering. Light cuts within the length to create air and separation, not just height. And just like that, my hair started to float. No product overload, no crunchy texture, just softness that moved when I did and didn't cling when I didn't want it to. It didn't make my face look longer. It made it look lighter, and that changed everything. If you've been piling on volume like it's going to rescue your jawline, no shame. I did it for years. But trust me, airiness is kinder than height. Up next, the moment I realized my hair was finally framing me again, not just sitting on top like a decorative hat. Part 5. The moment I realized my hair was framing me again. It didn't happen in a salon or under perfect lighting. It happened in the cereal aisle. I was reaching for the oatmeal, hair air-dried, no makeup, glasses halfway down my nose, when I caught a glimpse of myself in the freezer case reflection. You know, those accidental mirrors life throws at us when we're not ready. And I paused. Not because I looked fabulous. Trust me, it was not a get this woman a modeling contract moment, but because, for the first time in a long while, my hair wasn't wearing me. It wasn't dragging my face down. It wasn't cutting me off at the jaw. It wasn't puffing out at the sides like a cotton candy helmet. It just framed me, gently, softly, like it remembered who I was. That's when it hit me. I didn't need a young cut. I needed a kind one. All those years, I chased trends, copied celebrity styles, and clung to what used to work. I was trying to force my face to match the hair. But the real magic? It's when the hair starts matching you, as you are. Now, if you've ever looked in the mirror and felt like something's off, but couldn't quite name it, it might not be your skin or your makeup or even your mood. It might just be the shape around your face saying the wrong thing. And the good news? You get to rewrite it. No drama, no overhaul, just a few intentional choices that say, I see you, instead of hiding you behind someone else's haircut. Coming up next, a quick recap of what we've learned, and a gentle reminder that changing your mind at 60 isn't a crisis. It's a power move. It wasn't about the cut. It was about coming back to myself. So, what did we actually learn? That not every celebrity cut is built for real life. That a blunt bob on the red carpet might just turn into a visual speed bump in the frozen food aisle. And that softness? It does more than flatter. It frees. We're not here to chase youth. We're here to find the version of ourselves that still feels seen, even when the lighting is bad and the parting won't cooperate. It turns out, the issue wasn't age. It was shape, line, balance. And yes, some outdated advice that forgot most of us don't have a stylist named Marco in our back pocket. So here's your permission slip in case you needed one. You get to change your cut. Again, even if you've had it for 10 years, you get to try a gentler shape, a softer line, a little less puff, a little more lift. Because you deserve hair that doesn't just sit there. You deserve hair that moves with you, literally and emotionally. Tell me in the comments, which haircut did you copy that totally betrayed you? We've all got one. And if you've recently switched to something that finally feels right, share that too. You never know who it might help. And remember, on Glow After 60, we don't aim for perfection. We aim for honesty, good lighting when we can get it, and the kind of cuts that make you feel like yourself, just with better angles. See you next time. And if you're still holding on to that boxy bod out of loyalty, let's just say, your face called. It's ready for an upgrade.